Question 1. What should you do when approaching a curve? A. Accelerate through the curve. B. Maintain your speed. C. Slow down before the curve. Answer: C. Slow down before the curve. Approaching a curve at high speed can be dangerous due to reduced visibility and potential changes in road conditions. Slowing down ensures better control and safety. Question 2. How should you adjust your speed when driving on a steep hill? A. Increase speed to maintain momentum. B. Keep a constant speed. C. Slow down and use a lower gear. Answer: C. Slow down and use a lower gear. On steep hills, slowing down and using a lower gear help maintain control of the vehicle and prevent strain on the brakes. Question 3. What is the appropriate action when the road is slippery due to wet conditions? A. Increase your speed to pass quickly. B. Maintain normal speed. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Answer: C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Wet roads can reduce traction, making it harder to control the vehicle and stop. Reducing speed and increasing the following distance are necessary for safety. Question 4. What should a driver be aware of when they see an animal crossing sign? A. Animals may unexpectedly enter the road. B. The area is a protected wildlife reserve. C. Hunting is prohibited in the area. Answer: A. Animals may unexpectedly enter the road. This sign warns drivers that wild animals commonly cross the road in the area, and they should be alert and cautious. Question 5. How should you react to a falling rocks sign on a mountainous road? A. Increase speed to avoid falling rocks. B. Drive close to the mountain wall. C. Be alert and watch for falling debris. Answer: C. Be alert and watch for falling debris. This sign indicates the potential for falling rocks, and drivers should be vigilant and ready to react if necessary. Question 6. What does a merging traffic sign indicate, and how should you respond? A. You have the right of way. B. Traffic will be entering from another road. C. The road ahead is closed. Answer: B. Traffic will be entering from another road. This sign means that vehicles from another road will be entering the road you are on, and you should prepare to adjust your speed or position to allow for safe merging. Question 7. What should you do when you see a railroad advance warning sign? A. Speed up to cross the tracks quickly. B. Be ready to stop for a train. C. Honk before crossing the tracks. Answer: B. Be ready to stop for a train. This sign indicates that there is a railroad crossing ahead, and drivers should be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. Question 8. How should you navigate through an area with a utility work ahead sign? A. Maintain your speed. B. Be prepared for workers and equipment on the road. C. Use the shoulder to pass the area quickly. Answer: B. Be prepared for workers and equipment on the road. This sign indicates that there might be utility work happening on or near the roadway, and drivers should be cautious and ready to slow down or stop. Question 9. What precautions should you take when passing an emergency scene ahead sign? A. Move over or slow down. B. Ignore the sign if no emergency vehicles are visible. C. Accelerate to pass the area quickly. Answer: A. Move over or slow down. Drivers should either change lanes away from the emergency scene if safe to do so, or slow down significantly to ensure the safety of emergency workers. Question 10. What does a carpool lane sign signify, and who is allowed to use these lanes? A. All vehicles can use these lanes. B. Only vehicles with 2 or more passengers. C. Only motorcycles. Answer: B. Only vehicles with 2 or more passengers. Carpool lanes are reserved for vehicles with multiple occupants to promote ride-sharing and reduce traffic. Question 11. What actions should you take if you encounter a road-blocked sign? A. Find an alternative route. B. Wait until the road is clear. C. Continue with caution. Answer A. Find an alternative route. This sign indicates that the road ahead is not passable, and drivers should find a different way to their destination. Question 12. What does the school bus stop ahead sign mean for your driving? A. Speed up to pass the bus quickly. B. Be ready to stop for loading or unloading children. C. School buses stop at all intersections. Answer B. Be ready to stop for loading or unloading children. This sign warns drivers that a school bus may be stopping ahead to pick up or drop off children, and they should be prepared to stop. Question 13. Can you explain the importance of obeying weight limit signs on certain roads? A. To avoid traffic congestion. B. To prevent damage to the road or bridge. C. To enforce speed limits. Answer B. To prevent damage to the road or bridge. Weight limit signs are placed to prevent heavy vehicles from causing damage to certain roads or bridges that cannot support them. Question 14. What should a driver be aware of when using a truck route? A. Increased fuel stations. B. Higher speed limits. C. Presence of large trucks and wide turns. Answer C. Presence of large trucks and wide turns. Truck routes are commonly used by large trucks, and drivers should be aware of their presence and the need for extra space for these vehicles to maneuver. Question 15. If you see a pedestrian at a crosswalk in a residential area, what should you do? A. Honk to alert them. B. Continue driving at the same speed. C. Yield and let them cross. Answer C. Yield and let them cross. Drivers must always yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, ensuring their safety. Question 16. How far should you stop from a railway crossing if a train is approaching? A. At least 15 feet away. B. Exactly 5 feet away. C. On the tracks if no train is visible. Answer A. At least 15 feet away. Stopping at least 15 feet from the tracks ensures safety if a train is approaching, allowing for enough space to prevent accidents. Question 17. What is the legal blood alcohol concentration? BC. Limit for drivers over 21 in California. A. 0, 8%. B. 0, 5%. C. 0, 10%. Answer A. 0, 8%. In California, the legal BAC limit for drivers over 21 years old is 0, 8%. Driving with a BAC at or above this limit is illegal and considered driving under the influence, DUI. Question 18. What are the consequences of not stopping for a school bus with flashing red lights? A. A warning from the police. B. A fine and possible points on your driving record. C. No consequences. Answer B. A fine and possible points on your driving record. Failing to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights is a serious offense that can lead to fines and points on your driving record. Question 19. When are you required to yield the right of way to emergency vehicles? A. Only when they are stopped on the side of the road. B. When they are approaching with sirens and slash or flashing lights. C. At all times. Answer B. When they are approaching with sirens and slash or flashing lights. Drivers are required to yield the right of way to emergency vehicles when they are responding to an emergency with their sirens and flashing lights on. Question 20. How should you adjust your driving in foggy conditions? A. Use high beams for better visibility. B. Drive at your normal speed. C. Reduce speed and use low beams. Answer C. Reduce speed and use low beams. In foggy conditions, visibility is reduced, so it's important to slow down and use low beams, as high beams can reflect off the fog and impair visibility even more. Question 21. What is the recommended following distance under normal driving conditions? A. 2 seconds. B. 3 seconds. C. 1 second. Answer. B. 3 seconds. The recommended following distance under normal driving conditions is at least 3 seconds. This distance allows adequate time for reaction and stopping to avoid collisions. Question 22. In what situations is it legal to overtake and pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle ahead is making a left turn. B. On a one-lane road. C. When driving in a designated no passing zone. Answer. A. When the vehicle ahead is making a left turn. It's legal to pass on the right if the vehicle ahead is making a left turn and there is sufficient room to pass safely without leaving the road. Question 23. What should you do if your vehicle begins to skid on a wet road? A. Brake hard and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Steer in the direction of the skid and gently release the accelerator. C. Accelerate to regain control. Answer. B. Steer in the direction of the skid and gently release the accelerator. If your vehicle begins to skid, steer in the direction you want to go and gently release the accelerator or brakes to regain control. Question 24. When driving through a tunnel or underpass, what lighting adjustments should you make? A. Turn off your lights. B. Use your high beams. C. Turn on your headlights. Answer. C. Turn on your headlights. When driving through a tunnel or underpass, you should turn on your headlights to ensure that your vehicle is visible to other drivers. Question 25. How should you respond to a flashing red traffic signal at an intersection? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and proceed when safe. C. Yield to the right. Answer. B. Stop and proceed when safe. A flashing red traffic signal acts as a stop sign, so you should come to a complete stop and proceed only when it's safe to do so. Question 26. What is the significance of a solid yellow line on your side of the road? A. Passing is permitted. B. No passing zone. C. Lane reversal is in effect. Answer. B. No passing zone. A solid yellow line on your side of the road indicates a no passing zone. You should not cross the line to overtake another vehicle. Question 27. How do you determine the right-of-way at an uncontrolled intersection? A. The vehicle to the left has the right-of-way. B. The vehicle that arrives first. C. The vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. Answer. C. The vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. At an uncontrolled intersection, the right-of-way is given to the vehicle on the right. Question 28. What actions should you take if your accelerator sticks while driving? A. Keep driving and try to use the brakes. B. Shift to neutral and gently apply the brakes. C. Turn off the engine immediately. Answer. B. Shift to neutral and gently apply the brakes. If your accelerator sticks, shift to neutral and use the brakes to slow down, then safely steer your vehicle off the road. Question 29. What are the rules regarding the use of high beams and low beams while driving at night? A. Use high beams at all times. B. Use low beams when following or approaching another vehicle. C. Use high beams in urban areas. Answer. B. Use low beams when following or approaching another vehicle. High beams can blind other drivers, so use low beams when you're following another vehicle or approaching one from the opposite direction. Question 30. If you are involved in a minor traffic collision with no injuries, what should you do? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move vehicles out of traffic if possible and exchange information. C. Wait for police to arrive before moving anything. Answer: B. Move vehicles out of traffic if possible and exchange information. If there are no injuries and the vehicles can be moved, it's best to move them out of traffic and then exchange information with the other driver. Question 31. What should you be aware of when driving in areas with high bicycle traffic? A. Bicycles are not allowed on the road. B. Bicycles can share the road and may need extra space. C. Always honk when passing bicycles. Answer: B. Bicycles can share the road and may need extra space. Be aware that bicycles are legally allowed to share the road and may require extra space for safety, especially when passing. Question 32. How does California law regulate the use of mobile phones while driving? A. Handheld use is permitted for all drivers. B. Only hands-free use is permitted. C. All mobile phone use is prohibited. Answer: B. Only hands-free use is permitted. In California, drivers are only allowed to use mobile phones in a hands-free manner, such as using voice commands or a Bluetooth device. Question 33. What is the procedure for making a legal U-turn in a residential area? A. U-turns are never allowed in residential areas. B. Only when a sign permits U-turns. C. When it's safe and legal, with no approaching traffic. Answer: C. When it's safe and legal, with no approaching traffic. U-turns in residential areas are legal when they can be performed safely, and no signs prohibit them. Question 34. What steps should you follow if your vehicle's brakes fail? A. Pump the brakes rapidly. B. Use the emergency brake and downshift. C. Continue driving until the vehicle stops. Answer: B. Use the emergency brake and downshift. If your brakes fail, use the emergency brake and downshift to lower gears to help slow down the vehicle. Question 35. How does the presence of a double yellow line affect passing maneuvers? A. Indicates a passing zone. B. Passing is allowed if the way is clear. C. No passing is allowed. Answer: C. No passing is allowed. A double yellow line means that passing is not allowed for vehicles in either direction. Question 36. What precautions should be taken when sharing the road with large trucks and buses? A. Keep a closer distance to improve visibility. B. Be aware of their wide turns and blind spots. C. Overtake them quickly. Answer: B. Be aware of their wide turns and blind spots. When sharing the road with large trucks and buses, be aware of their limitations, such as wide turns and larger blind spots. Question 37. In what situations are you required to stop for a school bus on a divided highway? A. Only if you are following the bus. B. In all situations. C. Never, if the highway is divided. Answer: A. Only if you are following the bus. On a divided highway, you are required to stop for a school bus if you are following it. You do not need to stop if you are on the opposite side of a divided highway. Question 38. What adjustments should a driver make upon encountering a road surface that changes from dry to wet? A. Increase speed for better traction. B. No adjustments necessary. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Answer: C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. When road conditions change from dry to wet, it's important to reduce speed and increase the following distance to account for reduced traction and increased stopping distance. Question 39. What is the procedure for yielding the right-of-way to pedestrians at crosswalks? A. Pedestrians must yield to vehicles. B. Yield to pedestrians only if they are already crossing. C. Always yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. Answer: C. Always yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. Drivers must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians in crosswalks, whether they have already started crossing or not. Question 40. How should a driver react when approaching an intersection with a non-operational traffic signal? A. Treat it as a yield sign. B. Proceed with caution. C. Treat it as a stop sign. Answer: C. Treat it as a stop sign. When a traffic signal is not operational, treat the intersection as if it has a stop sign. Come to a complete stop and proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 41. How should you use engine braking effectively on long downhill slopes? A. Shift into a lower gear and use brakes sparingly. B. Maintain a higher gear and rely on brakes only. C. Turn off the engine to save fuel. Answer: A. Shift into a lower gear and use brakes sparingly. On long downhill slopes, using engine braking by shifting into a lower gear helps control speed without overusing the brakes, preventing them from overheating. Question 42. What steps should you take if rocks or debris have fallen onto the roadway in front of you? A. Accelerate to pass quickly. B. Stop and remove the debris. C. Slow down and navigate carefully around them. Answer: C. Slow down and navigate carefully around them. If you encounter fallen rocks or debris, slow down and carefully navigate around them, ensuring it's safe to do so. Question 43. What are the safety procedures for crossing railroad tracks on a road without automatic signals? A. Speed up when crossing. B. Look both ways and cross only if clear. C. Rely solely on listening for trains. Answer: B. Look both ways and cross only if clear. At railroad crossings without automatic signals, you should look both ways and only cross the tracks if you are sure no trains are approaching. Question 44. In what situations should you use your horn to alert other drivers? A. To express frustration or anger. B. When another driver is not paying attention. C. To prevent a collision. Answer: C. To prevent a collision. The horn should be used to alert other drivers or pedestrians in order to prevent collisions, especially when they may not see you. Question 45. How should you position your vehicle when preparing to make a left turn at an intersection? A. In the far right lane. B. In the center of the intersection. C. In the far left lane or designated turning lane. Answer: C. In the far left lane or designated turning lane. When preparing to make a left turn at an intersection, position your vehicle in the far left lane or in a designated left turn lane. Question 46. What is the appropriate action when approaching a stop sign at a four-way stop? A. The first vehicle to arrive goes first. B. Yield to the vehicle on your right. C. Always let the other vehicles go first. Answer: A. The first vehicle to arrive goes first. At a four-way stop, the first vehicle to stop at the intersection has the right of way. If two vehicles arrive at the same time, yield to the vehicle on your right. Question 47. How do you safely navigate around a traffic circle or roundabout? A. Enter at high speed to keep traffic flowing. B. Yield to traffic already in the circle, then proceed to your exit. C. Stop inside the circle to wait for your exit. Answer: B. Yield to traffic already in the circle, then proceed to your exit. When entering a roundabout, yield to traffic already circulating, and then proceed into the circle, exiting where appropriate. Question 48. What are the rules for parking on a hill with and without a curb? A. Turn your wheels away from the curb. B. Always park with your wheels straight. C. Turn your wheels toward the curb or edge of the road. Answer: C. Turn your wheels toward the curb or edge of the road. When parking uphill with a curb, turn your wheels away from the curb. When parking downhill or where there is no curb, turn your wheels toward the edge of the road. Question 49. How should you respond if your vehicle starts hydroplaning? A. Brake hard and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Ease off the accelerator and steer in the direction you want to go. C. Accelerate to gain better traction. Answer B. Ease off the accelerator and steer in the direction you want to go. If your vehicle starts hydroplaning, ease off the accelerator and steer gently in the direction you want to go until you regain traction. Question 50. What is the safe passing distance when overtaking a cyclist on the road? A. At least 3 feet. B. 1 foot or less. C. Any distance as long as you pass quickly. Answer A. At least 3 feet. When passing a cyclist, maintain a safe distance of at least 3 feet to ensure the safety of the cyclist. Question 51. When are you legally obligated to stop for a pedestrian? A. Only in marked crosswalks. B. Whenever a pedestrian is crossing the road. C. Only when the pedestrian is on the driver's side of the road. Answer B. Whenever a pedestrian is crossing the road, drivers are legally obligated to stop for pedestrians crossing the road, whether at marked crosswalks or any other part of the road. Question 52. How should you adjust your driving in school zones and near playgrounds? A. Increase speed to leave the area quickly. B. Drive at the same speed as other areas. C. Reduce speed and watch for children. Answer C. Reduce speed and watch for children. In school zones and near playgrounds, reduce your speed and be extra vigilant for children who may enter the road unexpectedly. Question 53. What are the specific rules for reversing your vehicle on a public road? A. Reverse as quickly as possible. B. Only reverse when it's safe and does not impede traffic. C. Use the horn constantly while reversing. Answer B. Only reverse when it's safe and does not impede traffic. When reversing, ensure it's safe and does not obstruct traffic. Reverse slowly and cautiously. Question 54. How should you react to an emergency scene ahead sign? A. Speed up to clear the area quickly. B. Pull over immediately. C. Slow down, move over if possible, and be prepared to stop. Answer C. Slow down, move over if possible, and be prepared to stop. When you see an emergency scene ahead sign, reduce your speed and be ready to change lanes or stop to ensure the safety of emergency responders. Question 55. What steps should you take if you miss your exit on a freeway? A. Make a U-turn immediately. B. Continue to the next exit. C. Stop and reverse on the freeway. Answer B. Continue to the next exit. If you miss your exit on a freeway, continue to the next exit and then find a way to safely return to your intended route. Question 56. What is the significance of a carpool lane sign, and who is eligible to use these lanes? A. All vehicles regardless of passengers. B. Vehicles with at least 2 occupants, including the driver. C. Only electric vehicles. Answer B. Vehicles with at least 2 occupants, including the driver. Carpool lanes, indicated by carpool lane signs, are reserved for vehicles with multiple occupants to promote ride-sharing. Question 57. What actions should you take if you encounter a utility work ahead sign? A. Ignore the sign if no workers are present. B. Maintain your speed and lane position. C. Slow down, be alert, and prepare for possible lane changes. Answer C. Slow down, be alert, and prepare for possible lane changes. When you see a utility work ahead sign, reduce your speed, be vigilant for workers and equipment, and be ready for lane shifts or closures. Question 58. How should a driver handle a situation where their right-of-way is being obstructed? A. Insist on the right-of-way. B. Stop or slow down and allow the obstruction to clear. C. Honk continuously until the way is clear. Answer B. Stop or slow down and allow the obstruction to clear. In situations where your right-of-way is obstructed, it's safer to stop or slow down and wait for the obstruction to clear rather than force your right-of-way. Question 59. What is the legal requirement when approaching a stationary emergency vehicle with flashing lights? A. Move over a lane if safe or slow down. B. Speed up to pass quickly. C. Maintain your lane and speed. Answer: A. Move over a lane if safe or slow down. When approaching a stationary emergency vehicle with flashing lights, move over to another lane if safe to do so. If not, slow down significantly as you pass. Question 60. What should you do if you approach an intersection and the traffic lights are out? A. Treat it as a four-way stop. B. The first vehicle to arrive has the right of way. C. Proceed without stopping. Answer: A. Treat it as a four-way stop. When traffic lights are out, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Stop and proceed when it is safe and your turn. Question 61. What should you do when you encounter a road-blocked sign? A. Drive through if you can see the clear path. B. Turn around and find an alternate route. C. Wait for the road to be cleared. Answer: B. Turn around and find an alternate route. When you encounter a road-blocked sign, it indicates that the road ahead is not passable. You should turn around and find another way. Question 62. How should you react to a school bus stop ahead sign while driving? A. Speed up to pass the bus quickly. B. Be prepared to stop. C. Continue at the same speed. Answer: B. Be prepared to stop. When you see a school bus stop ahead sign, be prepared to stop, as a school bus may be loading or unloading children. Question 63. What is the appropriate response to a weight limit sign on a bridge or road? A. Ignore the sign if your vehicle feels sturdy. B. Ensure your vehicle's weight is within the limit before proceeding. C. Only trucks need to obey the weight limit. Answer: B. Ensure your vehicle's weight is within the limit before proceeding. It's important to comply with weight limit signs to prevent damage to infrastructure and ensure safety. Question 64. What are the rules for driving on a road designated as a truck route? A. Only trucks are allowed on these roads. B. Expect heavy truck traffic and be cautious. C. Normal rules of the road don't apply. Answer: B. Expect heavy truck traffic and be cautious. On a truck route, expect increased truck traffic and be extra cautious, especially regarding trucks' blind spots and wide turns. Question 65. How do you properly yield to emergency vehicles on a multi-lane highway? A. Continue at the same speed in your lane. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Speed up to clear the lane. Answer: B. Pull over to the right and stop. When an emergency vehicle approaches with sirens and lights on a multi-lane highway, safely pull over to the right and stop to allow it to pass. Question 66. What are the guidelines for turning right on a red light in California? A. It is never allowed. B. After a complete stop and if the way is clear. C. Only during daylight hours. Answer: B. After a complete stop and if the way is clear. In California, you may turn right on a red light after coming to a complete stop and ensuring that the way is clear and safe. Question 67. How should you adjust your driving in response to adverse weather conditions? A. Drive faster to reduce time on the road. B. Maintain normal speed and following distance. C. Slow down and increase following distance. Answer: C. Slow down and increase following distance. In adverse weather conditions, it's safer to slow down and increase the distance between your vehicle and others to account for reduced visibility and traction. Question 68. What are the legal obligations when approaching a pedestrian crosswalk with no traffic signals? A. Pedestrians must wait for vehicles to pass. B. Stop and let pedestrians cross. C. Only stop if pedestrians are already in the crosswalk. Answer: B. Stop and let pedestrians cross. Drivers are legally obligated to stop and allow pedestrians to cross at crosswalks, regardless of whether there are traffic signals. Question 69. When is it permissible to cross a double solid white line on the road? A. When traffic is slow. B. To pass a slower vehicle. C. It is not permissible to cross. Answer: C. It is not permissible to cross. Crossing a double solid white line on the road is not allowed under any circumstances. Question 70. What actions should you take if your vehicle's tire blows out while driving? A. Brake hard and immediately steer towards the shoulder. B. Gradually slow down and steer your vehicle to a safe area. C. Continue driving at the same speed to a garage. Answer: B. Gradually slow down and steer your vehicle to a safe area. If you experience a tire blowout, maintain control, gradually slow down, and steer your vehicle to a safe location off the road. Question 71. How should you adjust your mirrors to minimize blind spots? A. Position them to see the majority of your own vehicle. B. Angle them outward to just see the edge of your vehicle. C. Keep them centered on the road behind you. Answer: B. Angle them outward to just see the edge of your vehicle. Properly adjusting your mirrors to slightly show the edge of your vehicle helps minimize blind spots. Question 72. What is the correct procedure for changing lanes on a freeway? A. Signal, check mirrors, and quickly move into the lane. B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes when safe. C. Change lanes without signaling if it looks clear. Answer: B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes when safe. Always signal, check your mirrors and blind spots, and ensure it's safe before changing lanes on a freeway. Question 73. How should you respond to aggressive drivers or incidents of road rage? A. Respond with similar aggression. B. Stay calm, don't make eye contact, and keep a safe distance. C. Honk and flash your lights to signal disapproval. Answer: B. Stay calm, don't make eye contact, and keep a safe distance. When encountering aggressive drivers, the best response is to remain calm, avoid eye contact, and keep a safe distance to prevent escalation. Question 74. What are the specific rules for parking in front of a driveway in California? A. It is allowed for up to 10 minutes. B. It is never allowed. C. Only allowed if the driveway is not in use. Answer: B. It is never allowed. In California, it's illegal to park in front of a driveway, blocking access to and from the property. Question 75. How should a driver handle a situation where a traffic light turns yellow as they approach an intersection? A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Continue at the same speed. C. Slow down and prepare to stop, if safe. Answer: C. Slow down and prepare to stop, if safe. When approaching an intersection and the traffic light turns yellow, slow down and prepare to stop safely. Question 76. What is the legal requirement for using seat belts in the front and rear seats in California? A. Only front seat passengers need to wear seat belts. B. Seat belts are optional for adults. C. All passengers and the driver must wear seat belts. Answer: C. All passengers and the driver must wear seat belts. In California, it's legally required for all occupants of a vehicle, both in the front and rear seats, to wear seat belts. Question 77. How should you use your vehicle's signals to indicate your intention to change lanes or turn? A. Signal during the lane change or turn. B. Signal only if other vehicles are near. C. Signal at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. Answer: C. Signal at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. Always signal your intentions well in advance, at least 100 feet before you change lanes or turn, to alert other drivers. Question 78. What is the rule regarding following distance when driving in heavy traffic or bad weather? A. Decrease following distance. B. Maintain the usual 2-second following distance. C. Increase following distance. Answer: C. Increase following distance. In heavy traffic or bad weather, increase your following distance to ensure enough time to react and stop safely. Question 79. What should you do if you are being overtaken by a faster vehicle? A. Speed up to match the other vehicle's speed. B. Maintain your lane and speed. C. Move to the right and slow down. Answer: B. Maintain your lane and speed. If a faster vehicle is overtaking you, maintain your lane and speed, allowing them to pass safely. Question 80. How does California law address the use of headphones or earbuds while driving? A. Use in both ears is allowed. B. Use in one ear is permitted. C. Use in both ears is prohibited. Answer: C. Use in both ears is prohibited. In California, it's illegal to drive while wearing headphones or earbuds in both ears, as it can impede the ability to hear important sounds. Question 81. How do you determine the safe speed to drive in a residential area? A. Follow the posted speed limit. B. Drive as fast as you feel comfortable. C. Match the speed of other vehicles. Answer: A. Follow the posted speed limit. In residential areas, it's important to adhere to the posted speed limit, which is set to ensure the safety of pedestrians and residents. Question 82. What is the procedure for approaching and crossing railroad tracks that do not have a signal or gate? A. Speed up to cross quickly. B. Stop, look both ways, and cross only if clear. C. Continue at the same speed. Answer: B. Stop, look both ways, and cross only if clear. When approaching uncontrolled railroad tracks, it's important to stop, look for oncoming trains, and only proceed when you're sure it's safe. Question 83. What should you do if you are involved in a collision where there is property damage but no injuries? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Exchange information with the other driver and report the collision if necessary. C. Wait for police to arrive. Answer: B. Exchange information with the other driver and report the collision if necessary. In the event of a collision with property damage, exchange insurance and contact information with the other party and report the accident if required. Question 84. When is it required to use your vehicle's headlights during the day? A. Only in rainy weather. B. In any adverse weather conditions or when visibility is reduced. C. Never during the day. Answer: B. In any adverse weather conditions or when visibility is reduced. Headlights should be used during the day in adverse weather conditions or when visibility is poor to ensure your vehicle is visible to others. Question 85. How should you react if you are driving and suddenly encounter thick fog? A. Use high beams for better visibility. B. Pull over and wait for the fog to clear. C. Slow down, use low beams, and keep a safe following distance. Answer: C. Slow down, use low beams, and keep a safe following distance. In thick fog, slow down and use low beams as high beams can reflect off the fog, making it harder to see. Question 86. What are the rules regarding making a left turn at an intersection when facing a green light? A. Turn immediately without yielding. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. C. Wait for a green arrow. Answer: B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. When making a left turn at a green light, yield to oncoming traffic and any pedestrians crossing the street. Question 87. What should you do if you are being followed too closely by another vehicle, tailgated? A. Brake suddenly to discourage tailgating. B. Maintain your speed and allow the vehicle to pass. C. Accelerate to increase the distance between the vehicles. Answer: B. Maintain your speed and allow the vehicle to pass. If being tailgated, maintain a steady speed and allow the tailgating vehicle an opportunity to pass when it's safe. Question 88. How do you handle a situation where an ambulance is approaching from the opposite direction on a two-way street? A. Continue driving at the same speed. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Only pull over if the ambulance is using sirens or lights. Answer: B. Pull over to the right and stop. When an ambulance is approaching with sirens or lights, pull over to the right side of the road and stop, regardless of the direction it's coming from. Question 89. What is the legal requirement for child safety seats in California? A. Children under 8 years old must be in a safety seat. B. Safety seats are optional. C. Only infants need to be in safety seats. Answer: A. Children under 8 years old must be in a safety seat. In California, children under 8 years old or under 4 feet 9 inches tall must be secured in an appropriate child safety seat. Question 90. How should you respond when the traffic signal at an intersection changes to green? A. Proceed immediately without checking for other vehicles. B. Check for pedestrians and cross traffic before proceeding. C. Wait for 5 seconds before moving. Answer: B. Check for pedestrians and cross traffic before proceeding. Even when the light turns green, it's important to look for pedestrians and make sure cross traffic has stopped before proceeding. Question 91. What precautions should you take when parking your vehicle on a downhill slope? A. Turn your wheels away from the curb. B. Leave the vehicle in neutral. C. Turn your wheels toward the curb or side of the road. Answer: C. Turn your wheels toward the curb or side of the road. When parking downhill, turn your wheels toward the curb or side of the road to prevent the vehicle from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. Question 92. What is the importance of checking your blind spots before changing lanes? A. To adjust your rearview mirror. B. To ensure no vehicles are in the area you cannot see in your mirrors. C. It is an unnecessary step. Answer: B. To ensure no vehicles are in the area you cannot see in your mirrors. Checking your blind spots is crucial to make sure the lane change is safe and there are no vehicles hidden from mirror view. Question 93. In rainy conditions, how much should you increase your following distance? A. Keep the same following distance. B. Double the usual distance. C. There is no need to change the following distance. Answer: B. Double the usual distance. In rainy conditions, it's safer to increase your following distance to account for slippery roads and reduced visibility. Question 94. What actions should you take if your vehicle starts to overheat while driving? A. Continue driving to your destination. B. Turn off the air conditioning and pull over safely. C. Increase speed to cool the engine. Answer: B. Turn off the air conditioning and pull over safely. If your vehicle starts to overheat, turn off the air conditioner and pull over to a safe location to avoid damage to the engine. Question 95. What is the appropriate behavior at a four-way stop when two vehicles arrive at the same time? A. The vehicle on the left has the right of way. B. The larger vehicle has the right of way. C. The vehicle on the right has the right of way. Answer: C. The vehicle on the right has the right of way. At a four-way stop, if two vehicles arrive simultaneously, the vehicle on the right has the right of way. Question 96. What should a driver do to maintain control on a steep downhill grade during rainy weather? A. Use only the brakes to slow down. B. Shift to a lower gear and use brakes sparingly. C. Speed up to maintain control. Answer: B. Shift to a lower gear and use brakes sparingly. On steep downhill grades during rainy weather, use engine braking by shifting to a lower gear and apply the brakes sparingly to maintain control. Question 97. What are the rules for using the carpool lane in California? A. Any vehicle can use it during off-peak hours. B. Only vehicles with 2 or more occupants. C. Electric vehicles only. Answer: B. Only vehicles with 2 or more occupants. In California, carpool lanes are reserved for vehicles with at least 2 occupants to promote ride-sharing and reduce congestion. Question 98. What should you do if you accidentally pass your intended freeway exit? A. Make a U-turn through the median. B. Proceed to the next exit and find a way back. C. Stop and reverse on the freeway. Answer: B. Proceed to the next exit and find a way back. If you miss your freeway exit, continue to the next one and then safely find a route back to your intended exit. Question 99. How do you properly yield the right-of-way to oncoming traffic when making a left turn? A. Proceed quickly before oncoming traffic arrives. B. Wait until the oncoming traffic has passed or stopped. C. Honk to signal your intention to turn. Answer: B. Wait until the oncoming traffic has passed or stopped. When making a left turn, yield to oncoming traffic and turn only when it is safe to do so, without interfering with oncoming vehicles. Question 100. What is the legal process for reporting a traffic accident in California? A. Report only if there are injuries. B. Report any accident involving injury, death, or property damage over $1,000. C. No need to report minor accidents. Answer: B. Report any accident involving injury, death, or property damage over $1,000. In California, you are legally required to report any traffic accident involving injury, death, or property damage exceeding $1,000.